Everybody, Earl at thelogbook.com here with Narissa, Sleepy Kitty, and the wonderful Life Day Orb. This is an item that is available from Shop Disney, and it's, as you can see here, it lights up. It emits a wonderful blue glow. There are various different highlights inside. I'm not quite sure how it accomplishes that. I suspect that there are multiple LEDs involved. And it's just a marvelous bit of very specific Star Wars lore involved. Which, of course, the Life Day Orb is what is carried by Chewbacca and his family as they head off to the celebration of Life Day in the Star Wars Holiday Special from 1978. And I think that's why I wanted a Life Day Orb. It's just like, oh wow, there's actually merch from the Star Wars Holiday Special. That's amazing. Because once upon a time, that was, Mr. Lucas just didn't want to hear about it. And yet, here it is, pulsing with whatever kind of energy a Life Day Orb is supposed to be pulsing with. It's pretty simple. It's powered by 3 AAAs. There is a button on the bottom of it. You press the button, and wow, the thing lights up, and wow, the thing glares out the camera really good. So I guess, like a Wookiee, I just have to hold it in my hand. Kitten in one hand, Life Day Orb in the other. It stays on until you press that button again. So this is going to wind up being probably a centerpiece of the table you see it sitting on, primarily just to get people to ask the question, what on earth is that? Of course, probably helps if I remove the tag, but yeah, it's of all the things in the Star Wars Holiday Special, why this? Yeah, I suspect because it was easy. It's basically a mood light. And, a very simple one at that, very simple to produce. Probably not a huge strain on the supply chain. So, one has to imagine that Sandan could smuggle one of these into Kashyyyk pretty easily. No problem there. Now, one of my justifications to myself for splashing out, a ridiculous $20 on a Life Day Orb, is that I kind of want to encourage Disney to crank out more merch based on the holiday special. I'm aware that this is something that hit TV when I was, would have been about 6. Yeah, I would have been about 6 years old. And don't get me wrong, yeah, the Star Wars Holiday Special is it's a 2-hour dumpster fire in prime time. And yet, I just kind of love it. If you are of a certain age, if you saw the original Star Wars as a kid, and then, it seemed like, oh wow, surely there's more to the story than this. Well, you had the Marvel Comics, which, are lovely in their own way, in their own giant green talking rabbit kind of way. And, then you start hearing news of a sequel, and then this thing pops up on TV and it's Wookiees talking to each other with no subtitles for something like 20 minutes before anyone utters a word of English. Um, to put it mildly, I don't think that was what anyone was expecting the nascent Star Wars franchise to do next. And yet, here we were with unsubtitled Wookiees and stir whip, whip whip, stir. I haven't told you about that part yet. So, yeah, it'd be neat to see the thing get an actual DVD release, or, more likely it'll show up on Disney Plus, and yeah, that's fine. Um, it would be neat to see, Itchy and Lumpy and Mala get action figures after all these years. Some of us have been waiting a very long time for that. But hey, the Life Day orb, it's not a bad start. So hopefully, hoping against hope, that maybe Disney gets the message and will continue to celebrate Life Day with all of us fans of a certain age.